The controversy continues on the Michael Baisden Show. A topic that I thought was going to be casual turned into this. Give me line 3. Clarence, 24 years old, out of Virginia Beach, man. This topic is on fire. Who has it easier, men or women?
Yo, I think women definitely have it easier.
Tell me why. In fact, let me put you on with Danielle so you all can talk about this together. Danielle, Clarence said that women have it easier. Tell Danielle, Clarence, why you think they have it easier.
It's a fundamental difference just because men have responsibilities and women have freedom. Women have the freedom to sit there and say, I would like to be the opposite sex just because it's so much easier for them to do that. If your man is out there and he be like, baby, man, it's too hard for me to be a man. You're going to look at him and say, what? You want to be a woman or something like that?
That's
a man can't say that.
No.
That's really interesting the way you put that. Danielle, what do you say about that?
Men have it much easier than women.
How so?
Lord.
Well, I'm not going to say totally. Me, I'm an independent woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I have it rough. I don't have it easy at all. I have to, even if I was in a relationship, I still have to make it come together. I still have to pay the bills. If my man wasn't doing it, I've done it before.
What do you say to what Clarence and a lot of other guys who are calling in and saying, Danielle, they're saying that women can eat. They have, if women get on hard times, they got shelters. Men don't have shelters. Women will get a job quicker than a man will, even though they do get paid less. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Don't you think it's harder for a man in that situation? We don't have a safety net for men.
Okay, in that aspect, it's men do have it tougher. And I think that's because society has put on it that men have to be strong.
Mm-hmm.
And men will forge their way and make it happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got to kind of change the thinking out here because the reality is, man, is that we're all in this together. And if men think they have to carry the burden all by themselves, that's a whole lot of pressure they don't need to have.
That's true.
Even if you go back to the beginning of social programs that was set up for helping people of minority or who didn't have economic status, guess what? You couldn't even back in the day. Remember, Claudine? If you was a woman who had a man in the house, you couldn't even receive any of those welfare checks. So you couldn't even receive any of those subsidized housing and benefits because it's set up against the men.
Let me go to Michelle. What's going on? How you doing?
Hi, how are you guys?
It's getting heated,
Yeah.
Michelle.
I'm telling you, George had no clue what he was saying.
Well, this gentleman just called in and said, in fact, I'm going to put him on with you right now. Jay said if a man leave home broke and hungry, he's going to come home broke and hungry. And women, if they're attractive, they can have babies to get money from men. They can go out and be attractive and get in club free. They can get drinks free. What do you say to that, Michelle?
Oh, that's not true.
That is true, Michelle, and you know it is. If you go to the club, and you probably have gone to the club with $100 in your purse, and unless you wanted to spend that $100, you could have drank and ate whatever you wanted to without spending one dime of that $100. And a man does not have the same luxury.
Sir. No,
Exactly.
sir. I'll tell you right now, New Year's Eve, prime example, I had to buy my own drinks.
But is that the norm, Michelle?
Uh-huh.
Is that the norm? Do you agree
No,
with?
no, you're right. That
It depends on what you're wearing too, Michelle.
Norm.
Wait, hold on, Michelle. Jay, say that again, man.
It depends on what she wearing and the kind of friends she with. If they all loud and obnoxious, dudes ain't paying attention to that. But there's always one in that group that somebody trying to get after. Period.
And you're trying to say all their friends could drink free if one woman is attractive.
That happens all the time.
Sure.
Here's the thing. There are some women who will project, oh, by the way, yeah, you can bribe me a drink without ever saying a word. And there are some women who are proud to go in there and buy their own drink. So there's a lot of different kinds of women and there's a lot of different kinds of men.
And that's why I said just with the option. If you had the option, if you chose to keep that $100 in your purse, you could keep it in your purse. But you're probably the type of woman that goes in, you know what, I work hard. I don't need a man to buy me my own drink. I'm coming in, I buy my own drink if somebody buys one.
But she has the option.
But she has that option that a man does not have.
Mike Baisden, how you doing? Who's this?
Hi, Michael Baisden. My name is Matilda.
Hey, Matilda.
Hey, Matilda.
Matilda, you might be in a little trouble right now. Because,
I might?
Yes, because I've got to agree, after listening to all the calls this week and last week, I believe that men have it harder. George showed me the light.
Yes.
Now, what do you say?
In what aspect?
Well, I don't want to say. I tell you what, would you want to be a man?
Would you trade places?
Happy being who I am.
Would you trade places with a man, though?
Maybe in the business world, but in a sense,
We're not going to compartmentalize it. We
No.
talk about. I didn't think you would.
Why wouldn't you want to be a man?
well, especially it's harder, I believe, in America for a black man
Okay.
or a minority
All
man.
right, tell me why you wouldn't want to be a black man.
I mean, not that I wouldn't want to be one. I would hate to go through what they have faced.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Throughout history.
You know what, George? I finally figured it out. That's
What?
the way to get the real answer to the
That's
question.
how to get it. 90% of the women we've been taking the calls for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
If you'd have asked them, well, would you trade places? If it was a magic wand, would you reverse it and become a man opposed to being a woman? 90 to 95% would say hell to the
Especially
no.
talking about being a minority man, a black man in particular.
That's 100% that ain't gonna want to do that.